Welcome to the Mixed Reception Podcast. I'm your host, Barrett, and today we have a very special guest. She doesn't do podcasts very often. In fact, one of the most popular podcasts ever, she turned down. How embarrassing podcast. Wow.
Wait, what's that? I'm an enemy of the pod, and honestly, it's a fun role to have. I think I prefer it this way.
Alex Weller, of course. You know her from, Girprov, The Reefer Beavers.
Hell yeah.
Comickoze.
Yes.
She's married to a friend of the pod, Casey Kennedy.
Yes.
We did The Mummy and we did Avatar.
Yeah, I listened to the beginning of the Mummy episode.
And you were like, that's enough.
Yeah, when I was walking to get my car this morning, actually.
But today we're talking about a movie that I think is kind of forgotten. It actually did kind of well when it came out.
Yeah, it was pretty popular.
But yeah, I think it has since kind of came and went, but it does kind of have a cult following.
Yeah.
And that's Coyote Ugly.
Woo! Ow! That was my coyote sound.
That was good. I liked it.
Ow.
So because a lot of people probably haven't heard of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just tell us real quick, what's it about?
So Coyote Ugly is about this chick named Violet. She's living in New Jersey. She's like, you know what? My mom was a singer. She died 5 years ago. I want to be a singer now, but I'm super shy. So she's like, I'm moving to New York. She tries to send her tapes in everywhere, get her songs out there. It's not going super well. She ends up getting a job at the bar, the Coyote Ugly bar, and making some friends, meaning a new partner, a new boyfriend, starting to dance and get a little spicy. And then she eventually ends up singing on the bar one night, and she's like, ooh, finally I have confidence, but only when I'm singing in the dark or when I'm singing with a jukebox. There's just two, what's the word? Not speculations. Is that? But her two requirements, I guess. And then stipulations. There we go. Thank you. And then, she ends up starting to sing. She's trying to get her tapes out there. She wants to sell her songs on her singing, gains her confidence, kind of coming of age, kind of a rom-com too. It's described as a sexy rom-com.
Okay, and then so what is your history with this movie? Because you were 6 when this 4, 5, 6
I was 4 when this movie came out, when I was in the 1st and 2nd grade.
What?
Yeah, it's so funny. God, it's so cringy thinking back about that. Wow. But it was my mom showed it to me, I guess, and it was my favorite movie. Or I had a bunch of my friends over for a sleepover and she put it on. And it was the unrated version, because I haven't seen the theatrical version. I've only ever seen the unrated version.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because this is my first time I've ever seen this movie. I kind of thought it had this reputation of being kind of racy, kind of.
Yeah, but the one they have on Hulu, that's where you can watch we're sponsored. That's where you can watch the the theatrical version.
Only $5.99 a month.
But they took out honestly, it was a lot of the scenes of Cammy dancing specifically.
And which one's Cammy?
She's the Russian one.
Okay, because that's another thing I want to bring up. I don't know any of these characters' names.
It's hard.
They're so forgettable.
You gotta watch it with the subtitles on. That's the only way you can do it.
I could barely hear it.
Yeah.
The sound was not good.
I mean, they're playing music the whole time. They fucking play Unbelievable in every
Oh, I'm about to say,
scene.
Unbelievable. Holy shit.
They play it so many times. And that's unbelievable on its own.
This is a movie like I said, I had heard of it. And I thought it had this reputation, but I guess, So an unrated version.
It has a sex scene in it between Violet and Kevin, but they actually do it. There's boobs and stuff, but
there's nudity.
Yeah, but there's a body double. She doesn't. It's not Piper or whatever her last name is. It's a body double. But yeah, there's boobs and they're making out, and then they do the song thing, and he blows out the candle, and then the room's all dark.
What the fuck? I feel chipped.
Yeah, and then
I didn't get the full storytelling experience.
And then also the bar scene too. They do more when the bar's on fire. There's a whole there's more dancing. It's a lot cooler, and they jump onto the bar, but they wanted to keep it PG-13, so they cut that out too, I guess.
We gotta get those kids to see.
Hey, it works for me.
Hey, you did.
Me and 4 of my friends from elementary school were watching it in the living room. It was great.
So all right, so let's actually get into it. Let's actually kind of do a little review here. So
okay.
do you think this lives up to its cult status?
I
was disappointed, I gotta say.
Well, I think it has a different place in my heart because of nostalgia.
So it's a guilty pleasure for you.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure. It is so cheesy rewatching it, but I think that's what's so great about it. Like, it is, like, it's raunchy, but it's still a rom-com at its roots.
Yeah, that's true. It is just so melodramatic.
Yeah, it really is.
Like,
especially the final kiss, where it's like, what do you do when you've paid off all your, or when your dreams have come true?
Oh, that was cringy. She has her down moment, and then he's like, I don't go from anywhere. Anywhere.
I'm an orphan.
Yeah, I like how it's like she's from New Jersey.
She has no accent, but then her friend has like, is that a New Jersey accent, or she sounds like she's from a different era?
I don't know, but I just thought it was funny. Like, I'm gonna go to the Big Apple and make it big.
42 miles away.
Say, like, 42 miles. Also, to the dad, John Goodman is like, he's so helpless without her.
So helpless, which I think is weird. Like, her mom's been dead for 5 years. You should know how to do laundry, dude.
Okay, so the laundry thing, but also the wedding scene.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where he's like, "See, I'm lost without you. I forgot to wear socks." I was like, "Dude, really?"
Like, come on, bro.
But
socks.
So yeah, a little background. Her mom, I guess, kind of did something similar.
Yeah, her mom wanted to be a singer, and then always told her, you know, that it didn't work out. It couldn't work out. She was too shy to perform. But the reality was she had to come and take care of John Goodman. So I guess her mom could have made it.
But when John Goodman is telling her about her mom, like, yo, your mom had it. I knew. Like,
and I took it away.
Yeah.
And it's so silly too, like the line where it's like, oh, what is it? Shyness is in your DNA, or it's what is that? I wrote it down. But it's so cheesy, and also like, I feel like to me that would be a motivator for her to do more, because it's like, okay, I'm not avenging my mom, but I'm trying to make her happy because she's passed and live her dream.
Also, I have a bone to pick with the car accident John Goodman gets into. I'll tell you why. Because they set him up to be a complete fat ass.
Yeah, it should have been a heart attack.
Come on.
They say in the beginning, they're like, oh yeah, you have to eat the egg whites and no more fried chicken or whatever. And he's eating the burrito in the hospital, and then like it doesn't make any sense.
He actually hides. She's walking up, and he pushes the KFC in the trash.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, give me that heart attack. Didn't happen.
I guess they're trying to double down on the slob helplessness kind of thing. But yeah, missed opportunity for it to be a heart attack. So really.
I deduct points there.
Maybe that
was in the unrated version. Maybe he had a heart attack.
No, he did not have a heart attack in the unrated version. Oh man.
I realize it's like a real. I didn't know that this was like a
real bar.
Real thing.
Yeah, there's like Coyote Ugly bars. There's like 100, I think. I want to go to one so badly. I think that'd be awesome.
So they're not. Yeah, it's weird. Because I thought this was a strip club movie. I thought this was a strip club movie.
No, it's a bar.
And
they just happen to, you know, be hot dancers. It's not I don't think the story is true about the chewing the arm off. I think it was supposed to just be ironic because it was hot chicks.
Yeah.
And Coyote Ugly.
Her friends, I guess, that she meets at the bar. I don't know anything about them. They're very, very underdeveloped.
I mean, all we have really is that Tyra Banks's character Zoe is becoming a lawyer, and that's why there's the free spot, because they met him at that diner, and she's like danced around, and then Tyra Banks is in it for like 5 minutes. Honestly, it's kind of weird.
Yes, and then you have Bridget Moynihan, who I feel like is mostly famous for being the baby mama of Tom Brady. First kid. She was an iRobot.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I only know her from Coyote Ugly.
Well, I know her because she's Tom Brady's.
And I mean, her character thing was that she was mean, you know, which I think they should have done more meanness. I think there's missed opportunity to develop that. But
and then you had Cammy. I don't.
She got a lot of screen time. You know, they had that fun montage where they're changing in the clothes, and she's talking about
that's right,
fighting with her partner.
Right
and
before we started, I said I watched this movie last night, but nothing stuck.
She has one of my favorite quotes too. It's the quote. Hopefully I wrote it down.
I was a little drunk last night.
That's okay.
I did power through the movie though.
I'm glad you powered through. That's what
Yeah.
matters. But it's the quote where she's like, "Oh, I'm not a lesbian. I played in the minor leagues, but I never went pro."
That was great. That was
which apparently
line.
Kevin Smith wrote that line.
I was gonna say to tiptoe on trivia. Kevin Smith did like an uncredited rewrite.
Mm-hmm.
And many people think because he's a nerd that he did the comic book thing.
Yeah.
But that actually was already in the script.
Spider-Man, pardon me, not Batman.
And then you have the main girl, or I
Violet.
Guess, we have Violet, but you have
Lil. Yeah, we find out she's a small town girl, and she's proud of her bar, and she's got rules, and that's about it.
And I think she lets Violet in too easy at the end. Because her boyfriend was acting crazy.
I agree. That was so fucking weird. Although she did promise him, like, hey, I'll be at this thing. That was super uncool to blow him off like that. She should have let her get off work.
She tried to get off work.
But you can just leave. Like, I think Lil would have rehired her because Lil obviously saw something of herself in her. Like with the scene in the very beginning when she decides to hire and she's splitting up the two dudes. Like, here's $10. Go buy these ladies some drinks.
That was.
She was like, oh yeah, I'm into this chick.
She proved herself there. But I don't know. I want to dive into this further. Like, did she ask off prior?
Yeah, she said before. She was like, I told you I can only be here for 2 hours. Lil's a fucking bitch. And I get that it was super busy. And I mean, like, if she'd made the argument to her dude, like, oh, I'm about to make hella money, dude. Like, I got to take this monetarily as an opportunity. But she was supposed to sing and do the thing. But also, like, uncool position to put her into because he owed money. And I guess she was him, like, paying off his debt, which kind of feels weird.
Well, how they met was weird too.
Oh yeah,
he's like
she's so naive. Like he was so obviously like only talking to chicks when he came in. And like, oh, that's the producer guy.
But some guy was like, oh, was he in on it with the other guy? Who was
the bartender. Yeah.
Oh, so he was already kind of stuck.
Yeah, the bartender pointed out was like, oh yeah, he's like a producer or whatever. And she's like, oh, I gotta go talk to him and give him my tape.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the Australian boyfriend. He acted like way out of line.
Yeah, that was super uncool at the bar. Like, what's up. And also, if it was an issue, like Lil, the security guard, would have stepped in. Like, that ain't for him to like pull that dude off the bar.
Also, we should point out everybody in this bar is so fucking horny.
Yeah, it's a very horny bar.
It's very horny. Did you notice Johnny Knoxville?
Yes, which I didn't know until watching as an adult, like and then the chick from the Lizzie Mcguire movie that says the brown nosing line. She's like betting on. She's the one that says, "Take it off." Oh, put it back.
That was
on.
great. That was great. No, Alex Bornstein, the lady who voices Lois on Family Guy.
I didn't know that.
And Miss Swan, Mad TV.
Her most iconic role to me is Lizzie McGuire movie where she was like the chaperone and she called Gordo a brown noser.
I never watched Lizzie McGuire.
Okay, so the next episode of Next Reception podcast,
we're gonna just go through the whole series.
Yeah, well, there's only one Lizzie McGuire movie.
But there was a show, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to bring that back.
I think they should. I would watch so much.
She's
of that.
On
How I Met Your Father. That's just that whole concept to me is cringy. They should have just left it as is. Is it soon enough to have a reboot? Or not a reboot, I guess, but
we have to have a women's version of everything.
I mean, I like that, but also like, I don't know. That show wasn't super great to begin with. There's some funny moments, but I gotta give it a try. I'm judging a book by its cover.
I don't know, anything else with this movie?
With Coyote Ugly?
Yeah. I'm looking through my notes.
Here, let me look.
Okay, so
we're reviewing our notes.
It's really a karaoke bar though.
It's not. It's a dancing bar.
But
like they all dance on the bar.
Sing with
She's the first one that was singing. She's the singing coyote.
Oh, that's right. So, but she can only sing
with the jukebox or when the lights are out.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you like that scene where the boyfriend put all those like little like
yeah, it's so.
That was pretty romantic.
Although that's.
And she started stripping.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good part.
See, that's where the sex scene is.
Yeah. Oof. God,
I guess makes sense.
I want to watch this unrated version.
You have an extra 6 minutes of your time.
So is the extra 6 minutes all the sex scene?
It's the sex scene? No, it's not. It's the sex scene. It's Cammy's ass, Cammy's ass, Cammy's ass, Cammy's ass, cool fire, someone falling into the crowd, Cammy's ass, like more like
just
girl
like,
on girl sexy.
So just more perviness, just more ass shots.
Yeah. Which now I think still would have made a PG-13 rating. Because then you could show boobs, right?
I think you can show boobs in a PG-13. Although Titanic has it's like not fully side. It's like weird.
Huh. So side boob is okay.
Side nipple.
Side nipple.
Yeah. Huh. So maybe if they did the Titanic role with the side nip.
Yeah, they should have just done
maybe
side nips.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Leanne Rimes is in this.
Yeah, and she sings all the songs.
That was random at the end. I was like, what are you doing here?
Well, she got the song. She's the one that. I mean, they had to put her in the movie somewhere, dude. Like, she did all that singing, which I also did not know. But now maybe I'll listen to Leanne Rimes. I love those songs. One thing we have to talk about is how in the beginning she's going to like leave, and her friend is like picking her up to drive her up to New York, and she's like drinking a bottle of Pepto.
Oh yeah, what was that about?
She's just taking huge swigs. I have no idea. It's not touched on like she has tummy issues or anything. Yeah. It's not like they were drinking the night before, but nobody says, "Oh, I'm swigging Pepto when I'm hungover."
That would have been cool if in the unrated version they had a subplot about her like
her Pepto addiction,
IBS or whatever. Like that would have been cool.
Maybe she like pooped at her wedding or something. And...
Like, listen, if you're gonna go to New Jersey. If you're gonna go to New York, you can't be doing this.
You need Pepto.
We needed the scene of her trying to like drop off her mixtape, and they're like talking to her, like, "Oh, like what kind of genres?" Well, I gotta go to the bathroom. My music speaks for itself here. I gotta go. What else? Oh, there's a bar fire. That was intense.
The bar fire, and that's what sucks. It's even cooler, like with they do more dancing, which is so fun, but they cut it short. But I thought that was great. I think it's so funny too. Like Violet was so shy in the beginning, and then all of a sudden she's like in the middle of getting all the jugs of water poured on her, and of course that's when her dad comes to visit. I'm like, wow, what a turnaround! All of a sudden you're like, I'm doing this. I'm in.
Oh God, yeah, the scene where John Goodman like pops in, that's hilarious.
I've never been ashamed of you. No, he says that at the wedding, that I've never been ashamed. Like, they have your photo up in the booth.
Yeah. I wrote In Excess. We get a cool In Excess song, and the Australian boyfriend gets up.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of cute.
How do we know how to do those moves? We never learned.
That was so crazy.
He said
too.
It was a secret.
He's an immaculate dancer.
Yeah, you're suddenly a stripper. You're just rocking it and doing your thing.
What happened to him? They don't really touch on his backstory.
I guess it just seemed like he was an orphan. Like he moved around a bunch, and then he was like, you know what? I want to move to America and be on my own and do my own thing and collect comic books, I guess.
It is kind of cringy when they want to trick you to make it seem like he's like about to date this other girl.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, oh,
you want to do this right now? Who says that when they're viewing a house? Like, yeah, I walked you up to my front door. You think I'm going to say, oh, never mind, I can't show you the house. Just turn around.
But then, it's like, oh, surprise, he's still a really good guy. Oh, when's your boyfriend moving in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you going to do in Chicago? Oh, I really don't know yet.
Ugh, that's so cringy. I hate it. I hate it so much. We definitely needed more backstory from him because all we know is he lies to people. He collects comic books. He has a lot of jobs. He moved from Australia. Can dance.
Yeah, I needed more.
Yeah.
Also, we should probably talk about the soundtrack. We touched on it earlier.
It's great.
We have Kid Rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's when people still kind of like Kid Rock.
Yeah, Dirty Pleasure.
Cowboy. That was great.
Classic. Unbelievable, obviously.
Unbelievable. They played that like 5 fucking times.
So many times. Yeah. Like I was like, wow, they're really sneaking this in here.
Yeah, definitely some nostalgia. not just the songs, but the fashion.
Yeah. Oh my God, her hair is amazing.
Fashion and stuff.
I think all the outfits are great. I love it, and I love how when she's like working her first night at the bar, they decide to call her Jersey. Like Lil just rips her sleeves off and is like, "You're hot now." I mean, I guess she rips the torso too, but everything was like shoulders from then on out. It was all shoulders. But I love all the clothes. I loved the montage when they were like doing the dressing room thing. That was so cute. And her hair was adorable too. It was like always very early 2000s and changing, but still like looking good. Yeah. I was a big fan. I would wear probably all those clothes.
Yeah, me too.
I think you could pull it off. I think you could. You should just rip the sleeves off of that shirt now.
Don't they get in a fight with one of those guys? One of the guys is getting up and being pervy.
Yeah, Zach, I guess, which I have no idea who that dude is. He gets up on the bar and then it's like trying to. That's what starts the fight with the boy.
Yeah, that's right.
He comes in and like pulls him off and slams him into the jukebox, which is so expensive.
Yeah, for real.
That's gonna take a toll on Lil. I mean, they had a good night that night though.
They did. Now we'll go into reviews.
Okay.
So mostly negative reviews. Actually, some of the reviews are kind of funny. This is the worst one. It's from the New York Times.
Oh no.
Looks like a big budget version of a Miller's Genuine Draft commercial. I would say spot on.
That's not wrong. It really is that.
Yeah. No, this felt like a commercial to me. It's not very well acted, I don't think.
Yeah, it's a little cheesy, but I think that worked for
Except
the time
John Goodman.
too.
John Goodman's the best.
I mean, he killed it. He did. I mean, when they did it, they were like, "We want more John Goodman.
Yeah.
Give us more John Goodman."
What about more tits? No, more John Goodman.
Put him on that bar. Make him dance.
This is hilarious. Rolling Stone, Peter Travers, Jerry Bruckheimer, he's the producer. Bruckheimer claims he made a film about female empowerment, but it's softcore pap. Is that a
pap?
That's what it says, pap.
Softcore pap. I don't know.
Pap smear, maybe?
Yeah, that's my first thought.
That's very weird.
There's no. I can confirm in the extended version there is not a pap smear scene.
I looked in 2 different places on the internet to make sure I got the quote for the review right. That's what he said.
Huh? I don't.
But it's softcore pap.
Porn.
I'll go with porn.
Porn at play.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what pap is. For horny boys and their hornier dads. I mean,
I disagree. I think it's for horny girls and their hornier moms.
I think this is pretty tame.
Yeah. It's not as raunchy as I think it was raunchy for that time, I guess, but it's just them dancing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was enjoying what I was seeing, but I wasn't like, oh,
yeah,
get off right now.
Yeah. There's definitely worse movies. I mean,
Roger Ebert, the famous Roger Ebert, Chicago Sun-Times. There is a reason to see this movie, and that reason is, I'm butchering the main actress's name, Piper Perabo.
Oh.
And this is kind of sad, kind of funny though. She's the reason to see the movie. She has the most friendly Julia Roberts smiles, good comedic timing, ease and confidence on the screen, and a career ahead of her in movies better than this one. Lots better. And her IMDb page is pretty pitiful.
Pretty dry.
Don't think she really did anything much after this.
She was great in this movie. I mean, I think she was the perfect casting, honestly. I think it's so cute.
Well, we're gonna get to what ifs in a bit.
Sorry, viewers. I mean, listeners.
No, it's really funny who they considered, and I almost wish they went with this person.
If it's who I think it is, I disagree.
The best review I could find was like a 3 out of 4. It was
Okay.
from Seattle. I don't even know if this magazine's around anymore.
Okay.
The Seattle Post Intelligencer.
It's a long name.
It's a very odd name. A rather likable and very sweet-spirited story.
I agree with that review. Honestly, I agree with like most of them.
I think the problem with this movie is it feels like we've seen this kind of movie before.
In what example?
I don't know, like Flashdance. I kind of feel like.
I haven't seen Flashdance.
Okay.
But if it's like this, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I don't know, just like the kind of like we've all kind of just seen I just think this movie's kind of cliche. We've all seen like those kind of underdog. I don't know, like
Yeah, things are
rags to
always
riches.
repeated, but I don't know. I feel like it was unique for its time. Like
I will give it credit. I mean, I had never heard about a Coyote Ugly. I didn't know this was a thing that people would just bartenders would just get on the bars and just dance.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Know that was a thing.
And they bring people up too. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
that's great. And then everyone knows the dance.
Casting what ifs. Jessica Simpson.
Boo! No, I don't think it would have been right.
I think it would have been a worse movie.
Yeah,
because she's a horrible. I mean, I've seen her in like one thing. I think she was in Dukes of Hazzards.
Yeah, that's right.
She's pretty bad in that. But I do remember the Boots Were Made for Walking video. That was a big part of my adolescence.
I don't know. I don't think she's the right.
I think I wanted this movie to be like so bad it's good, and to me it's just kind of like generically bad.
It's just super cheesy to me, and it's like funny. Like I think some of the lines are so funny with the what does a man want at 3 a.m. breakfast, and I can only sing in the shower. That's a great place to start. Like it's so like I mean it's a rom-com, it's romantic. But in a
I just think if
Jessica Simpson in
if she's in this movie's a train wreck, and I think it's a so bad it's good movie. I do. I don't know. I think alternate universe. Apparently, she was gonna do it, but
the sex scene.
It was a sex scene.
Yeah, and they didn't even put it in.
She was all like, that was like the Newlyweds era.
Yeah, I liked her for that.
I mean, that was one of the all-time great television moments. Like, is this chicken or tuna?
Oh yeah.
What was she?
Chicken in the sea.
Yeah. She would have nailed the naivety.
Naivety.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The nativity scene.
Yeah. She would have been a good naive person.
But I don't.
She's kind of naive in real life. I don't know. I think it would have.
I think Piper just had a certain like charm about her where it was like, oh, she's the shy thing, but there's just something about her that everybody loves. And I don't think Jessica Simpson has that same charm.
Britney Spears also considered.
Yeah.
I think
she
did Crossroads.
Okay.
Have you seen Crossroads?
No.
So that's a pretty famous bad movie that she was in.
Okay.
I think it's kind of similar to this. I think she goes on a road trip with her friends, and she's trying to make it big in the music business. I think
Didn't Madonna do something like that too? And Desperately Seeking Susan, or am I just getting those movies?
I've never heard of that.
Desperately Seeking Susan is a Madonna movie. I don't know. My godfather's super into Madonna, so.
Interesting. All right, we'll have to have him on here.
Yeah.
Talk about a Madonna movie.
Yeah.
Jewel.
Jewel. I could see that, but I don't know. Again, I'm partial to Piper.
I don't know. Jewel actually had a hard life. She lived in trailers.
And they could have done
She lived it.
Yeah. Well, she didn't live in a trailer. She lived in like a row house. Or not a row house, just one of those long houses.
Oh.
Yeah.
She lived in a trailer. Oh, never mind. It's not as good.
Rewrite the story, put her in a trailer, make her from North Dakota.
Firuza Balk.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I feel like that name got brought up yesterday.
Veruca Salt. You're thinking.
I'm thinking about the band. Okay, well, never mind.
Ignore that. We don't talk about music on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think we kind of talked about this before, but it was like this is based on a GQ article.
Yeah.
The muse of the Coyote Ugly.
Ow.
And we did talk about this. After test screening, filmmakers discovered from the audience that they wanted to see more of John Goodman. New scenes with him were filmed and added to the final cut. What was added, do you think?
My guess is the bar. Well, I don't know. Would the bar scene?
The end was great.
Yeah. Do you think they would have?
I think that was added.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been.
When he gets up on the
a surprise guest visitor.
Molly Graham.
Hi, Molly.
One way or another, I'm gonna pay.
We were just talking about there was another podcast that I approached her, but
yeah. Do you know what podcast?
Yeah, do you know what it was? I almost forgot it. We'll get back to you. Yeah, and I think we talked about this too. Leanne Rimes did all the singing for Piper.
Yeah, she's a great singer, and I was blown away. I did not know that was it. I was like, man, look at Violet up there singing her heart out. She can do it. She should feel confident.
Now, what do you think? What's your favorite scene in this movie?
My favorite scene, I I don't know. It's probably their date when they like go on the they do the fishing thing, like they're tossing the fish and laying on the roof of the car. I think that's so sweet.
I think I like the end.
The end's really good too.
Oh, before we haven't touched upon this.
Okay.
What do you think about her song?
I was
getting some. Who's the guy from Euphoria?
Oh God, it was way better than that.
I was getting some of those vibes.
I don't like to. What is it?
It wasn't a good song.
It was a good song.
No,
it's so
cringy.
sweet. Can't Fight the Moonlight is an amazing song, and it's kind of funny because she likes to sing in the dark.
Whoa, it's pretty deep. Wow, this is actually a heavier movie than I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot of deep connections.
It's very layered.
Yeah.
No, my best scene's the end when John Goodman gets, and he's got a girlfriend now too.
Yeah, the nerd.
He's like, you know what? I don't need you now.
Yeah, this lady can do my laundry.
Also, too, what the fuck? She's like ironing his clothes, and then she's like, "Oh, you know you need me. I bet your clothes smell, don't they?"
Yeah, he's like smelling his shirt.
He smells his shirt. He's like, "No."
Yeah, I smell great.
It also really drives me crazy that he's a grown-ass man who like is making his daughter take care of him like a goo goo gaga baby.
So
you've seen this before.
True.
Duh, your eyes are so crusty.
Wait, did you guys not watch it together last
She
night?
was sleeping.
I went to sleep.
Aww.
I've already seen it.
Oh,
I've never
ow!
done that.
Maybe I should be on the other pod. They're Coyote Ugly fans over there.
Interesting. You're not invited.
Yeah, when John Goodman gets up on the bar and dances.
That's a good one. I also like the fire dancing part, and I also like. I mean, there's so many cute.
I did like the fight with the boyfriend. Any cringe scene I love.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So cringy, but I love it. And I love her too. Being like when she's getting undressed, she's like, first I get nervous and my heart starts to beat or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, just get to it. There's so much edging.
Any scene where John Goodman eats food he's not supposed to.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, when he gets on the bar. What is the worst scene of the movie?
The worst scene, I think, is the final kiss. It's so fucking lame. Like, really, what do you do when you get your dreams come true or you get everything you want? And then he kisses her. Like, he should have said a kiss and then kissed her, I think.
No, I think they should have broken up. He acted way out of line.
You're right.
Like,
I mean, yeah, that shit was annoying. And he knew. I mean, he knew that's her workplace and stuff. But he shouldn't have beaten that guy up.
Yeah, no,
that's not right.
What's that relationship look like?
And then also, he needs to open up more. He's so fucking secretive. He's like, I can't go after my dreams. Only you can go after.
What are his dreams? I don't even know.
He has no dreams. His dream is what? To be self-sustainable. You did.
I mean, he likes fish.
Yeah.
I think it's the fish.
Yeah, maybe his dreams are fish related, or I guess he wants to own every comic book.
Also, how long did it take him to get all those cutouts?
I want to know what the timeline of this movie is. Like, all of a sudden, she's confident.
I know, it feels like a week.
Yeah, it's so fast.
What a week. Yeah, my worst scene. I mean, I don't know. It's like the movie's kind of blurred.
Yeah, let me. I'm running through. I think the scene when she's leaving and her dad is like wouldn't hug her and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit here and be mad, and if your mom was here, she'd want me to say good luck or whatever," and was all grumpy about it. Like, go support
and then they
your
go through the toll
daughter.
booth twice. They get charged twice.
Yeah. Oh my God. And she turns around. I'm like, oh my God, your dad was just in a car accident at this toll booth. Like, it's gonna be very traumatizing for him.
To me, the worst scene is the car accident because it shouldn't have been.
It should have been a stroke.
Should have been a heart attack.
A heart attack. Yeah. Something related to that.
He found out he got diabetes.
Yeah, and then he was like hopping around on his foot. Did you see how much he was swinging when he had those crutches?
That was weird. I'm glad you brought that up. I noticed that. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, you're gonna break something. You're gonna pummel over.
Best quote.
Best quote to me is oh, Violet, I'm not a lesbian. I played in the minor leagues, but I never went pro. Or, I don't know, I like the breakfast line too. Bless you. You okay?
I'm trying to hold my sneeze in.
Yeah, Barrett's really struggling right now for you listeners at home. You need an allergy med?
I took one. I can't take more than one in 24 hours.
No, you're right. That'll get you fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Bless
I'm
you.
sorry, listeners. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
You should do it closer to the microphone. Make it an ASMR thing. Gotta double down.
Okay, my favorite line is, did you ever wake up sober after a one night stand and the person you're next to is laying on your arm and they're so ugly and you'd rather chew off your arm than risk waking them? That's Coyote Ugly.
Ow!
Yeah.
And also Cheers was taken.
Best unintentional comedic moment. Well, I mean, that's the whole movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think also when they're like, after they have sex and she's like playing on the piano and he wakes up and he goes to blow out. He turns, he's like, oh, she's like, oh, I gotta sing in the dark or whatever. And he blows out the candle and like the whole house is dark. I'm like, wow, that's a very strong candle.
I would say most unintentional. I would say anytime Unbelievable comes on.
Oh my god.
Because early 2000s, I just thought that song was so fucking cool.
It was cool. It is cool. It makes me when they do the I want to like kick a door.
That part is awesome. Oh, and
Yeah.
it gets really quiet. Yo, unbelievable. Also, too, I mean, we got one of the all-time great commercials with that. Crumbelievable.
Oh yeah.
That was, I don't know what product it was.
Yeah, Crumbelievable. What is that?
Crumbelievable.
Who advertises crumbs?
It was blue cheese crumbles.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. They advertise crumbs.
Best performance.
Best performance is probably Can't Fight the Moonlight at the no. Wait, you don't mean song, you mean who was the best actor?
Best actor.
Oh, my bad.
And actually, I'm going to go back and amend my previous statement. I actually think most unintentional comedic moment is the touching moment with John Goodman and what's her name? She's talking about her mom.
Oh yeah, at the wedding?
No, in the car.
Oh, in the car.
I knew she was talented. I knew she had something. So
Best performance though, I mean, honestly, it might be John Goodman. I mean, it could be Piper. I think it's Piper. I'm gonna give it to her. I think she did a really great job in that role. I cannot imagine anybody else as that character.
But she's gonna have better roles in the future.
One day, somebody said that once.
I think she does a lot of television. I don't really know what she does, but yeah, John Goodman. John Goodman's great.
Yeah, he's great. They're both great.
Worst performance.
Worst performance is I don't know.
Tyra Banks is pretty bad.
I think she does great for the 5 minutes she's in the film. She's like dance hot.
You know what?
Talk about being a lawyer. Don't want to get on stage.
I think
Great acting.
I think a lot of the extras, like a lot of the horny men,
Yeah, the
they're
extras
like
were
really,
cheesy.
really overdoing it.
Yeah, like the way like Johnny Knoxville and that dude were looking so creepy in the bar. I
Nah,
was
Johnny
like,
Knoxville
why?
was cool as fuck.
I mean, honestly, I think that's why I'm so.
It was like this was the year before Jackass.
Oh, the year before Jackass.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the extras. The extras were really overdoing it.
The extras overdo it. I think. I don't know. I wish we would have gotten more out of the mean chick. What's her name? Rachel. But she does good for her character too. I mean, I don't know. Bad acting.
Well, that's my problem. Everybody's so
maybe the
underdeveloped.
boyfriend. I think he's just so cheesy and so. He's got beautiful eyes.
He's got an Australian accent too.
Crikey.
Yeah. I think instead of him playing the role, I think it should have been Steve Irwin.
Wow.
Yeah, it should have been.
That would have been super.
And then you could have had a cool animal tie-in with fish, because he likes fish.
Yeah.
In the script.
Maybe an alligator comes in the streets of New York and he has to wrestle
movie,
the alligator off the bar.
I think you could have killed two birds with one stone in this movie. You could have gotten on the dance Coyote Ugly craze.
Mm-hmm.
You could have also capitalized on Animal Planet.
Missed collaboration.
It was a missed opportunity.
There was a collaboration with like Rocky and Bullwinkle. I think John Goodwin and Piper Goodman. I'm sorry, not Goodwin.
I did read that.
Yeah.
She's in that movie too.
Yeah, they make it.
Do you remember that movie?
I didn't see it. I mean, what's
Robert
weird?
De Niro was in that movie. I'm like, what are you doing?
We always do like a Rocky and Bullwinkle call back for Rocky Horror, but I've never watched any Rocky and Bullwinkle. Although isn't Bullwinkle in Full House? Isn't that one of the puppets that?
No, you're thinking about Ranger Rick, but he
Oh,
sounds just like Bullwinkle.
okay.
Um,
Probably on purpose.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Anything to add before we do some ratings?
Some ratings. Anything to add? I don't know. I think it's just a great, heartwarming movie that is sweet and cheesy. And I just watched a bunch. Like I watched You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle recently, so it's like right in that realm.
I've never seen Sleepless in Seattle. I feel like You Got Mail. Why bother? It was like Yahoo.com or whatever.
AOL.
Or AOL chat.
It's more than that.
I feel like.
Don't say that. That film is great. It's so fucking sweet. It's so cute. The chemistry that Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan have is impeccable. That's not the point here, though. The point is, Coyote Ugly is a sweet rom-com.
Now, does it live up to the cult status?
I didn't realize it was a cult following, but I mean, I like a lot of cult
I
films.
didn't either,
so...
but also too, we should mention what kind of spurred this was you have the poster.
Yeah,
in your house.
I got it at the Narrow, and they were doing a bunch of poster sales one year, and I got one of those, and it's awesome.
But yeah, I saw that poster and I'm like, I can remember this movie. And I did, yeah, reading on like the Wikipedia page, like it does like have kind of a cult following.
I like that.
This movie, it was pretty shitty, I thought.
I think it's just so fun. I think I speak from a place of nostalgia, but it's just fun and
I
cheesy.
think that it's so melodramatic.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like
it wasn't
miserable to sit through.
Yeah, it's just a couple of moments to like hype the love story out.
I don't hate the story. I don't hate the premise. I actually think
It's
the
a good
Coyote Ugly
premise.
thing was kind of cool. I just wanted more of it.
Yeah.
I wanted more of the background on like her dancer coworker friends. Like, you don't really get to know them that well.
Yeah, there's no like group hangout scene or whatever, because apparently they go to that breakfast bar every morning. But there's only one shot of that, and that's when Tyra's like, "Oh, I'm quitting," and
yeah, I needed more of that. I needed to know like
some camaraderie.
What brought you here? Oh, my dad used to beat me.
So I became a coyote.
Nothing that dark, but like I just needed something. Like I just needed that heartfelt, like I can relate to you.
Oh man,
I don't know.
if this movie had come out after 9/11, maybe it would have taken more of that direction.
My dad. Nah, we won't go there. I don't know. I would give it, a 2 out of 5.
A 2 out of 5? Ugh, I disagree. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's fun music, fun montages, great fashion, cute, sweet little storyline. Some singing. I love singing in films and in real life.
Yeah, most of the singing was her just doing karaoke.
I mean, she's lip syncing.
They should have called this movie Karaoke Ugly.
Boo.
Because she's like, she gets her confidence. I get that, but like, she's just like, she's just karaoke.
Yeah.
And then the song at the end was Euphoria level bad.
The night after, or that morning after she does her, she splits up the fight at the bar, which is crazy. All of a sudden, she hops up and she's singing, and then the bar's like, we're not fighting anymore. There's a chick singing. We gotta pay attention to that. Everything is fine now. But they're all like, oh, the singing coyote, that's so great. And Rachel's like, all she did was sing with a jukebox. It's right. All she did was sing with a fucking jukebox. Right. She did a little bit. I mean, she finally got up on stage, and I guess that's the cool part. But other than
there's a song she keeps singing. I forget which one.
One Way or Another.
Yeah, what's that song's overplayed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's great on that. And they sing "I Will Survive" in the beginning.
That's true.
With the friends before she leaves.
The Obsessed song. I don't know. Yeah. The soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know. Like it was kind of cool. Like this is the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's very early 2000s.
This is simpler time.
Good vibes. It's coming back though. I think like fashion definitely.
All right, and you gave it 3.5. I gave it 2.
Tisk.
Well, that was Coyote Ugly.
That's Coyote Ugly, I guess.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, this was great.
We'll have to do. I don't know. I'll do another movie.
I'm down
You're a big
to
Rocky Horror Picture fan.
Yeah, I'm down to do that.
That is the pure definition of a cult classic.
Exactly, it really is. The following is insane.
All right, well, anything to plug?
Anything
You're
to
a performer?
plug?
Anything to plug?
Yeah,
it's coming out Wednesday.
It'll come out like this Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I guess the next time you can see me, or if you want to, I guess you're listening to me now, if you want to hear my voice and see my face and voice synced up together, like as one human interaction. I'm doing a show at Comickoze with Girprov on the 13th of March. Molly, what time's the show?
7:30.
The show's at 7:30, and then I'm doing a show on the 17th at Reaver Beach. That show is also at 7:30. It's on a Thursday, St. Patrick's Day. That'll be fucking awesome. And then I guess I'm going to show the 18th as well, 8 or 10 p.m. I'm not sure, for 3-on-3 with my 3-on-3 team, the No Talent Ass Clowns.
I was actually going to do that.
The No Talent Ass Clowns?
No, 3-on-3. I got so hammered on Saturday.
Yeah, that's right.
That I almost had an Al Pacino moment. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. But I was like, I'm getting married the next day. I just can't do it.
Hey, I get it.
So maybe next year. I've been married.
Yeah.
You know, things will settle down, you know.
Bring that marital status with you. Maybe get a higher seat.
I could do 3-on-3. And then I would like to plug my my wedding party.
Wow.
But that is invite only. So
yeah, so you can hear about it, but you can't join.
You can hear about it, but yeah.
Please don't get excited.
Invite only.
We will be playing the full soundtrack from Coyote Ugly, including Unbelievable 4 times.
You know what? I think Need You Tonight from NXS, or the I think I put that I'm pretty sure I put that in my wedding playlist.
Oh my god.
And I might do Unbelievable. I might throw that.
You should get up on the bar.
And then I might do you know what? I'm just gonna throw all the Coyote.
It's a great songs. I mean, it was on the top 40 billboards for a long time, right?
Yeah, actually this was a huge soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a great fucking soundtrack.
Millions of copies. It was a big album.
I'm surprised I don't have it on CD.
We should get it.
I'm gonna get it now.
Okay, well, that was Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
I never know how to end these things, so
thanks for lilistening.
So,
tune in next Wednesday for the next episode of the
something.
pod.
I haven't decided what it's gonna be yet. So, all right. Bye.
Bye.
Great.
Great record.